Why so many terrible and bad things happens to you every day? Why you can't be rich and a millionaire? Why you can't get out of your current financial situation? Why, believe it or not, it's because you are accepting them. It's because you are accepting that bad and ugly things to happens to you every day. If I asked you, what is more easy, probably impossible to happen to you? That you've been robbed, or for you to find a bag with $50,000. I'm sure that you will think and say that it's a lot more easy and probable that somebody robs you instead to find a bag with $50,000. But why do you so easily accept the bad things? Why, if the possibilities and probabilities that somebody robs you or to find a bag with $50,000 are exactly the same? Exactly the same, but even so, you accept a lot more easily for bad things to happen to you. And that's why bad and terrible things happens to you every day. Because you accept them, and acceptance ends the resistance. You are let them through, not because you want them. It's because you are accepting them. It's because you are accepting that bad, terrible and ugly things are a lot more easy. You are accepting that bad, terrible and ugly things are a lot more easy to happen to you instead of good and marvelous things. It's not the same to think and say, I don't want it, to, I accept that bad and terrible things are a lot more easy for me. It's not the same. Why, you did not choose the bag with the $50,000. Why, and that's because you accept more easy the bad things than the good things. Acceptance ends resistance, but also the acceptance ends the defenses that we have. It's like a barrier and a strong wall that we have that stops the bad things to happen, like the white blood cells in our body that defend ourselves from diseases. We have resistance, barriers and walls to defend ourselves from diseases, accidents, and from ugly and bad things. But when you accept that bad things are a lot more easy to come to you, then bad things will happen. Then those barriers will fall. It's not because you want them. It's because you are accepting them. And acceptance ends resistance. It's not because you want them. It's because you are accepting them. You are accepting that bad and ugly things are easy for you. But when you accept them, then you also are ending the resistance. You are stopping the barriers in your defenses. And that's why bad and ugly things happens to you all the time. And even if you do not believe it, you also have a big resistance for good things. And I know that you will say, what do you mean that I have resistance to become a millionaire? But yes, you have a lot of resistance to change. Believe it or not, you have barriers and a lot of resistance to change. And as you accept so easily the bad things instead of the good things, that's why good things doesn't happen to you. Because, believe it or not, you are resisting them because you are not accepting them. As on the example that I give you, you accept that it will be a lot more easy that somebody steals you that to find a bag with $50,000. You did not accept the bag with the $50,000 because you feel that it's not easy, likely impossible for you. That finding a bag with $50,000, it's impossible for you. Even if the probabilities and possibilities that someone robs you or to find a bag with $50,000 are the same, or exactly the same, you choose the bad things over the good things because you accept that's easy to happen. If you have choose the bag with the $50,000 instead of that somebody robs you, then you would find the bag with the $50,000. Because acceptance ends the resistance. Because by accepting the bag with the $50,000, you are ending the resistance and the barriers that you have to receive good and wonderful things. You are ending the resistance for good things. And yes, I know this it's something very difficult to understand. But when you accept it, then you will end the resistance. And so many good and wonderful things will happen to you and your family. Accept good things. Resist the bad things. Accept good things. Reject the bad things. Resistance, it's not something bad. The resistance protect us from the bad things that we don't want. That's why, accept the good things, resist, and reject the bad things. This is another example of the power of the acceptance. Let's say that in your office, you have 20 colleagues, and 19 of them have COVID. But you don't, and you will not get COVID because you're stronger than them. you will not get sick, because your body defenses are strong. But, if you accept that because everyone else is sick, that you also have to get sick, then you will get sick of COVID. Because you have accept that you have to get sick as everybody else. Acceptance ends the resistance. So, your resistance and defenses will fall. And you will get sick. Because you have accepted that you have to get sick of COVID as everybody else. See why so many ugly and bad things happens to you every day. It's not because you are attracting those bad and ugly things to your life. It's because you are accepting them, and you are rejecting the good things. By not accepting them, it's like when you accept that you were wrong about something. Then you are ending the resistance, and many good things will flow to you. That's why you can't get out of your current financial situation. Because you are accepting that it's a lot more easy to be poor than rich. Believe it or not, that's why when you see and think about something good, you need to accept that you want it, and that what you want, it's very possible, probable, and easy for you. That's why they said that when you want something, feel like if you already have it. Because, believe it or not, the probabilities for something bad or for something good to happen are exactly the same, and by accepting that you already have it, you are completely ending the resistance. Consciously and unconsciously, it seems that fear, it's in our subconscious, or that fear it's part of our subconscious. Why happen so many bad things? It's because we accept that bad things and events are a lot more easy to happen than good and wonderful things and situations. I mean, that if I ask you, what it's more easy and probably to be poor, or to be rich and a millionaire, you immediately will think, feel and accept that it's a lot more easy to be poor. I mean, that even if you don't believe it, you are choosing to be poor. Because you are accepting it. Because you are accepting that it's a lot more easy for you to be poor than a millionaire. And acceptance ends the resistance. So, you end the resistance to be poor. And that's why you are poor. Because you accept it. If you had thought and feel that it's easy and more probably to be rich and a millionaire, then you will be rich and a millionaire. Because you also have ends the resistance to be rich and a millionaire. I mean, that in this magnificent universe, the probabilities and possibilities for something good or bad to happen are exactly the same. Exactly the same. This is a universe of probabilities. The universe doesn't know if something is bad or good. The universe pays attention to our decisions and our feelings. That's why, when you accept something, you are choosing, you are taking the decision, and the energy of the universe will work for you, even if you like it or not, because you are accepting them, and acceptance ends resistance. But you think and feel that it's a lot more easy for bad and ugly things and events to happen to you. You are accepting them. Acceptance ends the resistance. Instead of good and marvelous things and situations, it's not because you want them. It's because you are accepting them. That's why such terrible and horrible things happens to you. Every day, you need to accept good things. You need to feel, think and accept that good and wonderful things are a lot more easy and more possible for you. Acceptance ends resistance. That's why, when you accept the good things, then you ending the resistance for good things. It's not because you want bad things to happen. It's because you are accepting them. It's because you are accepting bad things a lot more easily than good and wonderful things. That's why so many bad, terrible and ugly things happens to you every day. That's why you need to accept the good things over the bad things. You need to say, do you want to become a millionaire? Yes, I do. Yes, I accept. It's like if you are getting married. The priest will ask you, do you accept this woman to be your lovely and faithful wife? Yes, I do. I accept good things. Yes, I do. I mean, that you have to accept that wealthy, it's something easy, probably, and possible for you.